What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Havoc Sports Podcast. A little bit of a break, a little 2-week break there, but we are back.
We're so back, and I'm glad to be back. We had some major, actually yearly events going on, kind of for
Yeah.
us. So,
It's usually around this time we
yep.
miss, but
but
we're
we're
up on
back.
a year.
We
We're
are,
almost there.
yeah,
We're almost to a year.
yep. And it's the best time of the year for us because we got NBA or NFL out here. We got March Madness out here. I
Yep.
mean, March is just kind of a crazy month towards
Yeah.
the end of the month.
And as we speak, we have March Madness going on, so if you hear reactions or something, that's definitely not about our topic today. Just know March Madness.
March Madness, it's March, baby.
Yeah,
But
Mock Draft 2.0.
Mock draft 2.0. Our
Shorten it
1.0 was definitely a little longer than we expected, so we kind of took that down to top 15 now for the 2.0.
We'll give a full one at 3.0 for the final one.
Yeah, we'll give a full one, and we'll kind of, for that one, we'll just skim through 15 and 30 through 32 on the 3.0. But on this one, we are allowing trades.
Yeah.
So this is going to definitely be an interesting episode, but let's get into it.
Yeah, so pick one. Titans. This seems to be the favorite. Cam Ward, quarterback, Miami. I could potentially see this being Abdul Carter.
Yeah.
But with the fact that they didn't try to address quarterback, looks like they went after offensive line. That tells me that they're either sticking and picking and taking Cam Ward, or they trust in Will Levis, which I just don't.
Yeah,
see.
I wouldn't even trust. I mean, you could tell you couldn't trust him when he was putting mayo in his coffee.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is kind of a Cam Ward isn't generational. I don't think I think behind the right talent and with the right talent around him, he could be generational. But at the Titans, you look at their weapons and you see Treylon Burks. I think Calvin Ridley's still on the team.
Still there. That's about.
That Kungwu dude.
Yeah, they.
Or Kunkwo.
I mean, that team
and
stinks.
The rest are nobody. So
that team.
I mean, Cam Ward's gonna be a good pick wherever he goes, but
at least he can run.
Yeah, he can run a little bit. He's not as elusive as most quarterbacks, but he can definitely run.
Yeah.
But Titans at 1, definitely a good pick for him. Could be a franchise quarterback. We'll see how it goes for him. At number 2, the Browns. I think they're drafting the best player available here. They re-signed Myles Garrett. You don't have a quarterback, but you restructured Deshaun Watson to the point where it doesn't hurt you as bad if he doesn't work out, to the point where if you can't find a trade market for him in half the way through the season, you can just cut him. So I think they take Abdul Carter here to match up with Myles Garrett, because why would you not want someone younger that is exactly like Myles Garrett right on the opposite side of him? So,
yeah.
I mean, the Browns are definitely going to beef up their defense, but their offense is lackluster, pretty bad.
Yeah, and I mean, you still got a couple quarterbacks that are in free agency, so it's not like you can't address it, especially if you're looking for a short time option. You have like a Kirk Cousins out there if you're looking more short but long. You have Russell Wilson, you have Aaron Rodgers, though we think we're pretty clear on where those guys might be going. Rodgers, Steelers, Russell Wilson tied to potentially the Giants.
Yep.
So Kirk Cousins could come in and fill that role. But getting Abdul Carter, pairing him, right, you got Myles Garrett, and Myles Garrett was very upfront that the plan that they brought to him was what he liked.
Yeah.
He wanted, because just a couple months ago, or even a couple weeks, he wanted absolutely nothing to do with the Browns and the Browns organization.
I personally think it was money, but
I think it was a lot of money. I think also maybe the plan isn't something that he hates.
Maybe.
So, he's what, 27? So he's going to be chasing a ring soon. Well,
he's got to be.
Had it in that plan, but
right.
Yeah, you got options. Definitely, I feel like when you look at this quarterback class, it's not great. So why pass on potentially the best player in the draft to get what we have both kind of seen as a mid-round pick in Shador,
Yeah.
which you're going to see him go higher because he's a quarterback.
Overly hyped.
That
for
being
sure.
said, he's not going to the Giants. He is going to be going a little later, but the Giants are going to be taking Travis Hunter. Sucks if you're a Patriots fan. This is how it goes on draft night. You're going to be kind of heartbroken.
100%, because this is like the last of the generational talent besides Cam Ward.
This is arguably the best wide receiver in the draft. You could make an argument for. You could also make an argument for the best corner in the draft. That being said, I think Travis Hunter is good, but I think this draft is also very lackluster compared to what we've been used to. Do I think he will still do amazing things in the NFL? Yes, but I think it's going to be at the corner position. If you're the Giants, you're linked to Russell Wilson. You got to kind of hit on that. Why not build up the defense and take best player available at this point?
And the offense, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, you can package him in the red zone.
Right.
And get a lot of value out of him. So I think if you're the Giants, just going best player available. Again, not reaching for a quarterback that might save your job for 1 to 2 years. Why not try to flip this organization?
Right, 100%. And for the Patriots, I believe we have a trade alert, and I think as a Patriots fan, you could probably give a little intel on that one.
Yeah, this would be a dream matchup because we had talked about this, and we had talked about finding a trade suitor originally. We thought maybe it was the Jets. And we were like, reaching up for a left tackle. Not sure. It wasn't kind of fitting. And then we started to piece this one together, and we come up with the idea of the 11th pick of the 49ers and Brandon Ayuk for the 4th pick. If you're a Patriots fan, this is getting exactly what you want in a wide receiver that has the potential to be good. And if you're the 49ers, you're getting rid of Ayuk. What are you doing? You're going to be replacing him with Tetairoa McMillan.
And Ayuk's coming off injury as well. So,
you're getting younger.
Yeah,
you're getting younger. You're getting a player that's shown that he has the potential to be a great player in the league. He's got good size. He's got good ball skills. He's elusive. Just an overall good player. So why not take the younger talent that's there? You can trade up from 11, and you're getting what you want.
Right. And, the 49ers have kind of hinted at going younger. You know what I mean? They've gotten rid of Hargrave. They got rid of a couple other players. Who was it? The other guy that left there? Armstead, I think. Teron Armstead
you got rid of Debo.
There. Got rid of Debo. So, I mean, they kind of hinted at trying to rebuild around Purdy in a younger aspect. So, we'll see how that goes for them. I do believe this trade could happen. It's kind of like Colton said, a dream scenario for the Patriots. But we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be nice for both teams. 49ers, McMillan would look nice in that jersey. And he's kind of, I don't know where he's from, but he's been playing in Arizona. So,
yeah.
He's kind of playing out on the West Coast a little bit.
Yep.
So, but moving on to 5 in the Jaguars.
Yeah, and this is going to be, I think, possibly the quickest discussion we'll have here. This has been, for months, just kind of a chalk it and move on, but that's Mason Graham, defensive lineman, inside D-line, going to the Jaguars. You need the help. You can argue that he's he's top 2, if not number 1 defensive player.
Oh, yeah.
You're getting exactly what you need, and you're getting the best of what you need.
Right.
Not much more to say.
And we talked about in 1.0, it was, having Mason Graham, Trayvon Walker, or Javon Walker and Josh Sweat on the same team. It's kind of,
You're building up a nasty line.
Yeah, so it's kind of building out, or it's Josh Allen on their team, not Josh Sweat, I'm sorry. But kind of building a nasty defensive line like the Eagles are, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of good for them,
Starting
especially
in the trenches.
Right, and especially in their division. You got Jonathan Taylor, all those dynamic running backs. You did have Derrick Henry, but, not anymore. Moving on to number 6, the Raiders. I don't think we've talked since then on the podcast since they've traded for Geno. So the Raiders get Geno. They got Jacoby Myers. They got Michael Mayer and Brock Bowers. So I think that drafting another playmaker for that offense to relieve some pressure off Geno would be pretty well, and that's getting Ashton Jonty from Boise State. I mean, this guy's broke records in, the college football. He should have won Heisman. He's just a playmaker just by himself.
Yeah.
You don't have much offensive line on the team. You don't have that good of a defense. Yes, you could draft corner here and go Will Johnson, but, I feel like having a 32-year-old quarterback and then having a 22-year-old running back that has, fresh legs and very elusive could be definitely helpful for, that offense.
Yeah,
So.
and I mean, you're putting him similar to what he had minus the receiver talent, right? Kenneth Walker's a pretty good running back. I think Genty will end up being a little better, but rookie with the nerves, we'll see, how he eases in. But you're giving him that safe option, which I think is very important for a lot of quarterbacks in this league. And Genty had one of the greatest seasons we've ever seen.
This running back group's pretty deep this year. So.
Yeah, and I mean, why not go get the best one?
Right.
And potentially the only first rounder.
And
a great player.
Like I said, you can draft. There's the offensive line, interior offensive line in the second round.
Yeah.
Center second round, third round, fourth round. There's some corners in there. So I mean, you could build your team still in the draft was still drafting this running back, which isn't really a necessity for you guys. I mean, I think they have Madison back there.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I don't know about you, but
Cheeks.
I don't know. Yeah, he's buns.
And they got that Zamir White cheek.
Yeah, buns. So.
And, I think we did do the Raiders justice and spare them. But it is good to mention that this could be the first consideration of Shedeur.
Yep.
So
100%.
if that happens on draft night, RIP.
Raiders fans.
It's not over. He would have time to develop, but it's not immediate impact.
Yep.
So, number 7, Jets.
Jet.
You just got your quarterback,
Jet.
Justin Fields. Garrett Wilson stays. That defense is elite. What has Justin Fields struggled at? Throwing the ball when he has 0.5 seconds. So, why not go get Armin Membu, offensive tackle, Missouri, tested phenomenal. I mean, really rose his stock up to the point where he's the first offensive tackle we're taking off the board. You need to protect Justin Fields. When he doesn't have time to throw or even time to make a play, it looks awful. When he has time, the potential and the flashes are there. So get protection for this guy. You have him a receiver. You have arguably top 5 running back.
Yeah.
You have arguably a top 5 defense.
Mm-hmm.
So protect him, help him to be able to manage the game.
Right.
In college, you saw Justin Fields as a takeover player. Now he's looking almost better with the Steelers, I thought, as a game manager. Get him protection. This is a freak athlete. And Membu, I think he'll be around for a really long time. And you can't pass on that opportunity.
Yeah, 100%. And he's really the only, besides Josh Simons, he's really the only true tackle. You know what I mean? So having Armin Membu on your left or right side, I can't remember. Is he left tackle or right tackle?
Left. He'll be left.
Yeah, so having him at left tackle as your blindside quarterback or for your quarterback and having that safety blanket for Justin Fields to be able to throw the ball would be huge for the Jets. Moving on to the Panthers, the Poverty Panthers. They just extended J.C. Horn, just made him, I think, the highest paid DB in the NFL.
Insane.
Yeah. I mean,
he's good. He's good.
He's a top 10 corner.
Insane.
Yeah. But why not pair him with another one? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Will Johnson. You get Will Johnson. Like Colton said, this draft is definitely defensive sided and one sided. Yeah. I think offense kind of lacks in this draft, but Will Johnson is pretty damn good.
Yeah, Will Johnson's a phenomenal player.
So having him alongside of J.C. Horn, I don't know if you still have Jeremy Chin. I don't know if they got rid of him or not, but having those guys, having your basically your defense stacked up besides your defensive line. I think they lost Brian Burns. I don't know who they have on their defensive line anymore.
Yeah, well, they made an attempt for Milton Williams. They had him, and then Patriots threw an absolute freaking
Bag
at that man.
But getting Will Johnson, you shut down the pass game. I think it's a good pickup for him. I think it's the best player available at this pick. You could go Will Campbell here if you're looking for some protection for Bryce Young. I don't know how their protection was last year, to be honest, but could go Will Campbell. But for now, we'll go Will Johnson.
Yeah, and the Panthers, for the most part, and the key pieces are all really young. So it's not like your picture is to win now. Will Johnson will definitely help that, but you have a chance to get all this young talent and build them up together. You're finally seeing that Bryce Young pay off. Definitely ended the season better than the way it started.
Yeah.
You got young receivers, you got young corners. Like, there's young talent there that this team is finally starting to show some promise. So, yeah, I think, like you said, you need a little bit of everything. Why not go best player available? Get a corner to pair up with J.C. Horn.
Yeah, and if McMillan's here at the Panthers pick, he's gone. You know what I mean? They have Adam Thielen.
Yeah.
The rest are nobodies.
Yeah.
All right, so McMillan drops to 8. He's gone. I could see them reaching on Burden. Could see them reaching on that. I think it's Bolden from Texas. So we'll see where they go. But I think if you're taking the best player available, Will Johnson.
Yeah. Number 9, Saints. This was kind of a toss-up. I was between Campbell and Williams from Georgia. I ended up going with Mikael Williams, the edge rusher. Looking at their defense, they are dust. I mean, they are old. Like,
yeah, they got
like late 30s. Getting
old. They got one side, Chase Young. They just re-signed Chase Young.
Yeah.
And then they got that Brian Breezy or whoever that is. But besides those two on that defensive line, you got Cam Jordan, 35.
Yeah. I think Thomas Davis is still there. That dude's like
Who?
39.
Who?
The linebacker.
Oh, Demario Davis?
Yeah, that dude like 39.
I remember back when I was playing Madden 23 and he was like 35, I feel like.
Yeah. Like
he was like the next year he was like a 70, bro.
Yeah. I mean, they're getting old. So that is why I chose to go edge. A great player anyways. Right, you couldn't really go wrong. Defense is getting old, so you replace the defense. You're getting a true player. You have a couple young core players already on the line. Why not go and grab another one? Continue to build it up little by little. This is just kind of, like you said, the defense has been better. You have a decent offensive line as it stands. And quarterback's not necessarily available. So this is the route that decided to go.
Yeah, 100%. And I think, like you said, it's the best player available. Mikael Williams has kind of been slept on just because of the fact that Abdul Carter's out there.
Yeah.
You look at this guy; he's got every single talent that Abdul Carter has, besides his famous bull rush that gets him every single sack that he's had. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
But Saints going with Mikael Williams to try to get that defensive line figured out. But let's move on to the Bears. The Bears. Will Campbell is who I'm taking here. There's some speculation that he's got some T-Rex arms. There's some speculation that, he's not going to be able to play an offensive tackle. I don't care where we play them or play him. Like, he could play our right guard. We got Jonah Jackson. He's bad. I don't know why we traded for him. He's bad. He can't stay healthy. They tried to play him at center last year at the Rams. Couldn't stay healthy. Let's play him at right guard. Let's play him at left tackle. Braxton Jones is on his last year of his rookie contract. So he's going to expect a contract. You know how those contracts go. Once they get paid, they're gone. They can't play anymore. Their knees shattered somehow. Money shatters them. So get Will Campbell, best player available. I think Ryan Poles has made that very obvious that, doing what we've done in the free agency, it gives you leadway. Anywhere you want to go, you can go. So, but taking Will Campbell definitely solidifies our offensive line. I would start him at left tackle over Braxton Jones. My personal opinion. Jones stinks.
Yeah. And I mean there are people that can break through that threshold. Like I think Panay Sewell was seen as pretty short arms, but he's a freak of nature. Um, who else? Is it Slater? Maybe had shorter arms. Freak of nature.
Yeah, Slater. Wait. He's on the Chargers, right?
Yeah. Now there are certain
Who's that one on
ones that didn't work out. Like Peter Skronsky never got the chance.
Evan Neal.
Yeah, we don't want him. Sorry, Giants.
Yeah, I think they just released him this year. Like they figured out that you're a bust, bud. Like,
but
you
it
can't
can
play.
work. It can work. I believe that if you played Will Campbell at tackle, it does have a chance to work, and it's not gonna hurt to try it, right? Campbell's an elite talent.
Oh yeah,
You can plug and play him anywhere. He kind of reminds me, being a Patriots fan, he kind of reminds me of like a Michael Winu, where you can just stick him 1 through 5 of the sides, and he's gonna be a great player at all of them.
And if he falls at 10, you gotta draft him.
Yeah, you got the value there. So, yeah, it makes sense. Bears, it's kind of like a match made in heaven.
Yeah, 100%.
11. Trade it back. Patriots. You got your wide receiver. You got Brandon Ayuk. So now what at 11? Well, you're going to get the one missing piece that you didn't get to address because the Ravens took him and then the Texans took him. And you're going to go ahead and get Josh Simmons, offensive tackle from Ohio State. You were trying to get that left tackle. You didn't get Ronnie Stanley. You didn't get Cam Robinson. It is a gaping, nasty-looking hole.
Yeah, I saw you guys had someone called like Zacharias Lau or something like that.
It's Zacharias terrible is what it is.
Yeah, I like the first comment was, I've never seen someone jump offside so many times like Lau has.
Yeah, it's been bad. So you're going to get Josh Simmons. It's going to be a great fit. You're going to be happy with that pick. A little bit developmental, but size and the highlights speak for themselves. A great player. Drake May needs the protection, so go and get him that protection. I don't know that there's much more to say on him.
Yeah, I mean, Josh Simons, he's been hurt. He got hurt this season. You know, he would have been a top 5 draft pick if he didn't get hurt. He's played 13 times at right tackle. He's played a couple starts at left tackle. You know, you put him at left tackle. He's 6'7". You know what I mean? He's got the statue. Like I said, if he wasn't hurt, he'd be over Will Campbell right now, and probably Membu too as well.
Yeah.
So Patriots getting him at 11. They're ecstatic about that, and getting some draft value, or getting Brandon Ayuk. That'd be a whole offensive rebuild for him. So definitely good for the Patriots there. At number 12, the Cowboys. I got them beefing up their offense, taking Luther Burden, the third from Missouri. He's a very good, quick slot number 2 receiver. He already got CeeDee Lamb. You don't need a wide receiver 1. So who do you go grab? The smallest and the quickest guy in the draft. So, having Luther Burden on your team and opening up the offense for CeeDee Lamb to not get double teamed, it really helps Dak Prescott. You still got to beef up that offensive line. Zach Martin gone. It wouldn't surprise me if maybe they try to go Tyler Booker, maybe reach on Tyler Booker, but they could try to get someone interior wise in the second round with that as well. So, but Luther Burden, I think he's a very good underrated guy. I mean, you haven't really heard from him much because of McMillan,
and because he goes to Missouri.
Right, he doesn't. He plays. Yeah,
that's ultimately what it comes down to, right there.
Right,
but that's your Brandon Cooks replacement.
Yeah,
right? Cooks is still around, but that's gonna be your long-term.
No, he's not.
Oh, he left?
He went to the Saints. He just got signed today.
Right. Yeah. So there's your Cooks replacement. You also have, there's one more I'm not thinking of.
And they don't have him either. Gallup?
No.
Wilson?
There's one more. No, there's one more that was starting to come on, and I can't think of him. I'll probably end up thinking of it after the podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's going to be a good replacement. You're not asking him to go out there and be a wide receiver 1. So a lot of pressure off there. Yeah. 13. Another chalk it and move on. Malachi Starks, safety, Georgia, to the Dolphins. Javon Holland left. You need a safety. This guy's nasty.
He's nasty. He's huge.
He's going to come in and perfectly replace Javon Holland.
Yep.
You basically just got your exact
over
replacement.
replace him.
Yeah. So, chalk it. Chalk it, move on.
He's
This
like
guy's nasty.
he's like Kyle Hamilton, to be honest, but better Kyle Hamilton, more athletic Kyle Hamilton. He's got the statue. I think he's like 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah, this guy's huge.
You know what I mean? So he's got the statue to even walk him up on the line. You know what I mean? So, good pick by the Dolphins. Definitely needed with losing Holland. But move on to 14. Another chalk it up. Just write it off the board. He's there. We're taking him. Colts taking Tyler Warren from the Penn State tight end. They need a tight end. Jelani Woods, you can't stay healthy. Mo Alley Cox, you're not even meant to be a football player. You played basketball your whole life. Like, how did you get in the NFL?
That guy's a touchdown catcher.
Yeah, I don't care. He's junk. He's bad, dude. So we're
he's like a Colt, bro. That's just who he is.
Yeah, it's whatever. We're taking Tyler Warren though, because he's nasty. Tyler Warren's nasty. He reminds me of like a Jason Witten. He's not super fast.
I could see him going sooner. I honestly, if the Patriots trade back like they did, I could see Tyler Warren going here. I'm just.
You guys got Hunter Henry.
Putting that out. Yeah.
And you re-signed him.
Yeah. No, we re-signed Austin Hooper. Hunter Henry's already signed for a long term.
Oh.
Yeah, we got an even better one. We got Austin Hooper from the Titans. That's how good he was. Bum.
Yeah, let's move on because Tyler Warren's kind of a lock at 14.
Yeah, last one. Falcons. You need edge. You need linebacker. Matt Judon, love you as a Patriot. Dude sucks now. Got to get rid of him. Why not get Jihad Campbell?
Jihad.
Linebacker from Alabama. He's from Alabama. You know he's going to be good.
He's nasty.
Yeah.
He's all right.
I mean, this guy, I think he would fit in great. Finally get
Yeah, because they got nobody on their defense besides
blank. What's his name?
Huh?
Who's that corner?
AJ Terrell.
Yeah, finally get that man some help. He's been begging for like 8 seasons.
They got Jesse Bates, don't they?
One guy ain't gonna make a difference.
Yeah, Jesse Bates. I can't name a single linebacker.
Yeah, well, I could have said Grady Jarrett, but he just left and got signed by the Bears. The Bears.
He stinks.
I mean, you got Judon. Man, they stink.
Yeah, the rest are nobodies.
Holy cow.
But the Falcons,
stinks.
their offense is nasty, though.
Yeah, their offense is good. And Penix looks like he's starting to pan out.
Yeah,
towards the end of the season.
We'll see how it plays out.
Get a full season under him. See how that goes. But, yeah.
You see they decided to keep Kirk Cousins?
Insane.
They said if they can't find a possible trade destination by the end of the trade deadline next year.
If I'm the Browns, I'm making a move for him. That's just me. Like,
Browns?
I'm not offering a
if I'm
big
the
bag.
Patriots.
No. I don't want.
I'm joking.
Listen, Kirk was nice.
You guys don't even. Oh wait, yeah, you do. You guys need to just start Milton. He's nasty.
We got Milton and we got Dobbs.
Oh yeah, you guys got Dobbs now.
Yeah, we got that man on that $8 million.
Right.
But yeah,
that is the 2.0 top 15 mock draft for the Havoc Sports podcast here. We like I said, we had one trade in there. We might maybe do the same trade next time, or we might not see the same trade. We're kind of going to do a little bit more.
I always see it.
Yep. Pay attention to Mel Kiper's drafts. He's pretty good at all that stuff.
Yeah, he is.
But we appreciate all the support. We apologize for the big break. We had I think a couple week break there, but we're back full time. Weekly episodes every Saturday. So give us some ideas. Right now we're kind of locked in on NFL. I think we might touch on March Madness a little bit maybe once it gets kind of slimmed down to more teams. But yeah, happy March Madness, and we appreciate all the support, and we'll talk to you guys later.
See ya.